A lovely afternoon to you viewers out there watching us for the first and maiden edition of your program Guidance and Counseling. My name is Akifenwa Damilola. Today being the first edition of the program, we want to use this program to encourage and educate our school children, particularly the secondary school students and the tertiary institution students. Without wasting much of the time, I have in the house this afternoon my co-presenter. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Damilola. How is everything? It's
We
nice
thank
being on
God.
today's. It's nice being on this show this lovely afternoon, the maiden edition of the program, Guidance Counseling, and it's good to be here. And our viewers really enjoy the program today.
All right. Without wasting much of the time, our guest is already in the studio this afternoon. We have in the house this afternoon Mr. Michael Okoli. Mr. Michael Okoli, can you please greet the viewers out there?
All right. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Trust you're good. You're welcome to this wonderful edition. I am very much glad to join you today in this platform. And I want to say thank you, each and every one of you that have made our time to be here. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
Mr. Michael Okoli is
Yeah.
popularly referred to as educator. Mr. Michael Okoli is a teacher, a teen coach, is the founder and CEO of education consulting firm, which is otherwise known as Top Notch Edu Hub. Without wasting much of our time, my co-presenter Oluwa Oseni is right there in the studio this afternoon. Can you please take it up from your end?
Thank you very much, Damilola. It's nice to have you, Mr. Michael Coley, in the lovely
All right.
studio
Nice.
right here. How you?
Yeah. Nice to have you too. I'm good, sir. And you?
All right. Okay, I'm fine too. All right.
All right.
We are talking about reading culture in students
Okay.
today, and
Yeah.
we want to look at the pros and cons of reading culture in students and see uh, how they can benefit from this aspect, which is very very important. The first question is that to you, what is reading culture, if I may ask you?
Okay. I will say that reading culture is a habitual, regular reading of books, information, and material. That is a habitual act. Do you get what I'm saying? That is a habitual act. So if you look at the definition I just made now, there is a keyword there, which is habitual. Now, from this word habitual is derived from the main word, which is habit. So, what is habit? According to Stephen Covey, one of the book he wrote, Seven Habits of Effective Leaders, he said that habits intercepts skills, knowledge, and desire. So, for someone to form a habit, it must first of all come in contact with
Right, the network
Uh,
somehow.
okay, let's do an overview from your end, sir. Reading culture to you. What does it really? Does it help our school children?
Right, hello.
Go on, sir. Go on, sir. Go on, sir.
Hello, Dami.
Go on, sir. Go on from your end, sir.
Okay, yes. Like he has rightly said, when we talk about reading culture, there is something that comes into that particular aspect. You mentioned one word, habitual. And when something is habitual, it's part and parcel of you. And
okay,
when
okay.
you say something is a core, okay, all right, Okay,
All
you're
right,
back.
yeah, I'm back. So sorry for that.
You're welcome. We
Okay,
were enjoying you when you were talking
all right,
about.
the habit. Yes. So I said that reading culture is a habitual and regular reading of books, materials online. Then I
Okay.
told you there is a striking point there, which is what? The habit. So what is a habit? A habit is a composite of skill, knowledge, and and the desire. So the knowledge is what to do and why. What do I want to do? Do I actually want to read? That is where the knowledge comes from. Then the desire. You can't do anything successfully if you don't desire it. So you don't build a reading culture if you don't desire it. You don't build a habit if you don't desire it. So first of all, it must come from a desire, want to do, then a skill. Everybody wants to read book. Everybody wants to gain information and knowledge, but not everybody knows how to read. I will tell you the truth, because if actually everybody knows how to read, a whole lot of information that is flying online, that is in books, many people will just access them and become successful. But not everybody knows how to do the reading. So I will simply say that reading culture is a habitual and regular search for knowledge. The person must desire it. So it comes from a burning desire. If it's not from a burning desire, that means it's not a culture and it's not a habit. All right, thank
Okay,
you.
from your angle, you made
Thank you
mention
very
that.
much. Really appreciate that concise explanation, and we can gain grasp many things there because we talk about habit, practice is something that someone continues doing, and it has to be part and parcel of that individual. Thank you very much.
All right.
Damilola, let me
Okay,
over to you.
from your angle, you made mention of technology as being of help. And if we look at it, many have not been making use of that. How do we help our students, particularly in the secondary and tertiary education institution, so that they can be able to make use of the technology to enhance their reading culture?
Okay. I will tell you the truth, and the single truth is that from a research uh, about people that uses the internet. It was shown that as of 2020, we have about 70 to 75% of the world population already using the internet. So the internet would be a great deal, or the technology would be a great deal in helping the student to study. Because I will tell you the truth, during this period of COVID-19 pandemic, information and knowledge was released in the air. You can see, if you not, if you though you noticed you're online, you notice that a whole lot of persons we are giving free knowledge, teachings, we are going online and all that. So the students that are can use that opportunity. Information is ready. It's just the ability for you to access it. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's just hello.
Uh,
Can you get what I'm saying? All right. So
Very well.
information is always available. So it's just for you to access it per time. Hello, can you hear me?
Very well, very well.
All right. So I don't know if I answered your question.
Very well, very well, very well.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Okpe, can you move on?
Right, thank you very much, Mr. Okoli. We've discovered these days that the attitudes of students toward reading is gradually decreasing. So, what can you say beyond is the attitude of students towards reading nowadays?
Okay. I would want to the attitude of students reducing when it comes to reading depends on the approach.
Yeah.
Like when I told you something about when I was defining a reading culture, I said it's a habitual action. And in the definition of habitual action, I made mention of desire. And desire can only come when someone is interested in
Okay.
something. You don't have interest where you are not interested in. I don't know if you got what I'm saying. So first and foremost,
Yes, I'm getting.
yeah, most times people don't build reading culture because they are not interested, or the thing, yeah, they want the material they want to read, or the place, the thing they want to read is not catching their fancy. Let's take for instance, a young person can actually spend the whole day on the internet just browsing. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Just browsing, because
Okay.
that is what
I'm
tickles their
getting you.
what, their fancy. So if authors of books, if uh, people that teaches should make teaching and learning and reading fun, I believe it will go a long way to revitalize the reading habits among students. Now, let's take for instance, in my definition, reading culture is not only about reading books. From the definition I gave you, I told you that it's a regular reading of books and information materials. So you can get information anywhere, get it online, Google about it, a whole lot of places you can get information. So you can categorically say that someone doesn't have a reading culture if you only base your judgment that the person doesn't buy books and read. So someone that surfs the internet, I have some of my friends,
Mhm.
they are
That may
so
be accurate.
stuck. Yes, they are so stuck with their phone. They don't read hard copies. The other day I was introducing a book to one of them about a hard copy. She said no, that she's not going to read. But when it comes to soft copy, it's big. Like she loves it. She loves it. So you can't say that someone doesn't have a good reading culture just because the person don't buy book and read. So anybody that seeks for information part time, that person has a good reading culture. Now, we can also not neglect the fact that the internet, the technology, has the buy side of it also, because then in secondary school, we'll always have this debate that says science has done more harm than good. So I don't know if you guys had that kind of debate. I participated in that kind of. So, in as much as we understand the point that there are some distractions, like probably someone might be reading an online materials and you just have a pop-up message that comes up and you are distracted. But then you can't say that someone doesn't have a good reading culture because the person doesn't engage in hard copy materials. So I think the education system, or the body that is in charge producing information, providing information for people, should make it attractive. Make it attractive so that the person that are reading it will find interest in what they are reading. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that their interest will be captivated. So once their
Exactly.
interest is captivated, finally you just see them reading. Because I can tell you, we have a great deal of people that munch, that consumes online materials, and you can't say that those people don't have good reading cultures. They do. It's just that we are not seeing it from that perspective. All right.
All right. Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
can deduce from what you have said that it is not about the hard copy thing. Yeah,
Exactly.
you can copy via their phone, tablets, laptop, and the likes.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Talking about using technology now, positively
Exactly.
speaking. So I
Exactly.
think hand over to Daniela.
So
Okay.
from what you have just said now,
Well,
what would be your
Dami,
advice to people like this?
it's
What
over
would
to
be
you.
your advice to give to the youth in general? For many that don't read hard copy, that prefer soft copy, and those that prefer the soft copy above the hard, what would be your advice for them?
Okay. My candid advice is this: wisdom is profitable to direct, and a man that seeks knowledge always remain on the top. So to those persons that prefer the soft copy to the hard copy, it's just all about diligence. You don't come and say, I prefer reading soft copies, or I love reading, because you just want to be stuck with your phone all the time. You're reading, then all of a sudden you just swap to chat and all that. You get distracted. Now, if actually you want to read, make use of the technology to read, going online and all that. I advise you employ a whole lot of discipline. Now, if your discipline cannot carry you, now the worst person you can lie to is to yourself. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. You're the worst person you can lie to is to yourself. So if you want to read soft copy, employ discipline. That is it. Employ discipline because there are a whole lot of distractions online. Then if you now choose to read hard copy, I would advise you also upgrade, because the truth is that it's not every information that is on hard copy. That is the truth. And also, there are times you will find those information on soft copy, on hard copies, but they are not reachable. Probably, for instance, someone that stays in the US released a book, and you looked at the title of the book and you loved it. Probably saw it in a picture, or you can access it if you are a lover of hard copy. But through the word soft copy, you can access information anywhere, anytime. That is it. So if you love soft copy, make sure you employ discipline. Then if you love hard copies, make sure you upgrade to read both hard and both soft copy. Then also there are people that they read hard copy and they just start carrying. There are people that just carry books up and down. You see them carrying books all the time. They are carrying books and they don't read it. Yes, if you are reading, whichever one you involve yourself in, put every discipline, desire it, gain the skill. Why do I want to read? Why do I want to study? Why do I want to gain information? That is the why question there, the knowledge. Why do I? So if you know the reason you should get any information or knowledge, then you desire it and go for it and you get it. So, all right.
Okay. Damilola,
Go on, sir. Go on, sir.
I think it's done. All right. All right. So from your explanation now, you are talking about the student being flexible this time around, not taking only to soft copy alone. They can also
Yes.
try interchangeably, also read the hard copy.
Exactly.
Did I get you right?
Exactly. Both hard,
So
soft.
now,
Yes.
how can they now? Okay. So how can they now use this technology? You have mentioned it briefly, to an optimal advantage in such a way that it's going to benefit them, the world around them, the people, and the community in which they live, so that they can also contribute to the society in which they are living. So how they use it now optimal? You have mentioned it, part of it, but you can just brush up it a bit.
Okay. Yes. Like I still based on my definition of reading culture. I love that definition because it has this keyword habits, which encompasses the things I needed. That is the desire. You can't use if you understand. There's a saying that says, if purpose is not defined, abuse is inevitable. When purpose is not defined, abuse is inevitable. So if you want to use the way you can maximize the technology in seeking for knowledge or improving your reading skills, you need to know the reason why you should do that. So first and foremost, you go online, engage yourself with groups that, okay, like for instance, on WhatsApp, we have some groups that post daily contents. We have people that post daily devotionals. We have podcasts. So these are avenues and channels where you can build your reading culture. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying.
Okay.
That these are
perfectly well.
Yeah, these are avenues you can build your reading culture, and they are what online. You can access them through technology. So basically, when you follow these groups, go on Facebook, you can see some of them. You join a reading group if you prefer the hard copy way. You can join a reading group in your community or around you. But whichever one you want to join, try to maximize it. The way you can maximize it is by that desire. Once you desire it, you will look for every means. Like I mentioned, when I started reading, when I was in school, I I prefer reading my materials. When I mean my materials, the things that concerns me. That is my textbooks and all that. That's what I read. I don't read any other book. But over time, I keep growing. I discovered that those ones are not enough. That I need to improve. So that desire alone now make me to start searching for other places how I can improve myself. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So for you to maximize the technology, it is born out of desire. So that desire will help you to start surfing the internet. Start
Getting
asking the
you.
right question. Start asking the right question. You go to Google about there's nothing you will Google that you can't see. So it's born out of desire that will now prompt you to ask the right question. And when you ask the right question, you will receive the right answer and you can maximize the technology in reading. And also, still remember, you have to put away distractions. Have to put away distraction. That is employing discipline. Employing discipline. All right, thank you.
Okay, from as we draw it to a close because time is no longer
Okay.
our friend.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okoli. No doubt, with the way I've been hearing from you, you've been really who will have enjoyed what you have been reaching out to show that you have that in-depth knowledge of what we're talking about this lovely afternoon. So I'm handing over to Damiola right now. Dami.
Okay. From as we draw it to a close this afternoon, because time is no longer on our side. Mr. Okole, I quickly
Okay.
want
Oh,
to
you're still
bring.
there, Dami?
Yeah, I'm here. I quickly want to bring it to your notice the rate at which our students are performing this day. Can we ascribe it to the level of their reading culture?
Okay. Yes, to an extent. Uh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Um. Okay. I wouldn't answer that question. Yes, and I wouldn't answer that question. No, because in this we have two
Right, it's been
parties.
a lovely
Yes,
track
we have
of our
two
educated there.
we have two parties here. We have the exam body and the students. That is the ones that judge the performance of the student, and the ones that which are that's the students that takes the exams. Now, if you say that someone is really not getting a particular that is failing in a particular subject, you must give a what reasonable reason or a very evident reason based on the environment and what is happening part time. I can't tell you that students fail courses or students fail exams, most especially in our country, because they are dumb or because their reading culture depreciated. I won't say so because I know that if our education system should beef up and make learning more interesting and fun, people will develop interest for it. Now, while I was in school, we are taught in education that you don't force people to learn. You create an enabling environment that will propel the person to want to learn. That is interest. So I think and hope that after this pandemic outbreak, that there should be a reformation in education sector, and I think that it should be more of creativity and innovation instead of regurgitating information and test taking. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. So instead of being trying to
Get to that.
instead of repeating information over and over again and doing a test, it's boring. I will tell you the truth, it's really really boring. So if it is all about creativity, innovation, and make it catching, it grabs the people. I believe you, everybody wants something new. I tell you the truth, everybody wants something new. The platform which we are using for this live stream is different from the normal live stream that we have on Facebook. it is something new, and that is why you preferred it. So everybody wants something new. Nobody wants to keep doing the old thing over and over again. So I will tell you that the reading culture is actually depreciating because students are failing exam because the reading culture is actually depreciating. If I say yes to that, that means I'm not being fair, because the education sector should at least have a work they need to do to bring up the education system to the current age. This is a jet age we are in. This is the age where we make use of the social media, we make use of the internet, we make use of the technology. At least things should be made more better, more fun, and more attractive. We talk about Zoom class right now. We are talking about Zoom class. We are here having a conversation on a live stream. Now, some of all these things will help, boost the system and put that interest. Most persons, on the average, young people spend more time on social media. I will tell you the truth. So if academic work should be built around those things that tickles their fancy, I will tell you, you wouldn't be saying that they fail exams often. You always say that their reading culture has improved greatly. So that is where I will keep it.
All right. So I know there are lots you want. So we will still bring you back probably next week, and we will look at the place of the administrator, the teacher, the government.
Okay.
The way of helping our students in this area of reading culture. My co-presenter, Opeoluwa Oseni, your final word to our guest. Are you there? Hello? Okay, my Mr. Okoli, your final word as we'll draw it to a close in just a minute.
Okay, my final word is this.
Hello.
The Bible says in Proverbs that woe to him that neglects knowledge. The person that neglects knowledge, woe to him. So if you as a person, a young person listening to me here, you're online, you are a young person, and you know your reading culture has depreciated. When I mean reading culture, I don't mean only getting stuck to hard copies. When I mean reading culture, I'm talking about seeking for knowledge and information. If you know your reading culture has depreciated, the height at which you quest for knowledge has depreciated, you need to up your game. I'm telling you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Opeoluwa Oseni, your final word this afternoon, sir. Are you there, Ope? Hello?
All right.
Are you there, Ope?
Mr. Michael Okoli, you did excellently well.
All right, thank you.
Right. So another time, I know. Yep. Hello, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, go on.
I'm here, yeah. Hello, Dami, go ahead. Hello? Okay. I said, really appreciate Michael Okoli for coming on the program today, because he really did a good job right here. And
thank you.
See that our viewers too have immensely from your incisive analysis and your wealth of experience. So, like Dami had rightly said, that we would like to have you some other time to come around and try to educate the school children are on holiday, at home right now, and there's a need to really educate them very well. So we really thank you very much. So I hope when you invite another time, like to oblige our request, right?
It's okay, sir.
All right. Okay, over to you, Dami. Damilola? I think we lost.
Okay.
Hello, Dami? Hello, while we are still expecting Dami to link on, uh, hello? Hello? I think the network is the network issue there that's
Yeah, I
causing
think he's having a.
the break. Well, in case you are still watching us live, we are still on the program, Guidance and Counseling. We are almost rounding up right now, and we're still
Okay.
expecting a partner presenter. I'm not like trying to come up again onto the program so that we can finally round up the program. So, hello, Dami. Hello.
Maybe he's having network challenges.
Yeah, I think so. But we are almost done already. So we're just expecting to come back so that he also put his final watch before we call it a day on the program today. Okay, maybe we call it a wrap since the program is
All right.
3 o'clock.
Okay.
But let's wait for him for a while so that. Right. I think we can call it a wrap on the program.
Okay.
So,
All right.
all right. Thank you very much for coming
All
on
right.
the program.
Thank you for
So
yeah. Thank you for having me too.
you have a
Okay. Do
wonderful
have a nice day.
experience.
All right. All right. Bye.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye.